All right, it's still August 1st, 2012. I'm back again to talk to you about the problems that are... Oh, man. I don't think that's in focus. Is that in focus? Well, anyway, I'm here to talk to you, and my friend here, I'm copying, hello, how are you doing? Yeah. Like Craig Ferguson's dummy that he has, you know. Except this guy's a little bit more colorful. Anyway, it's August 1st, and I went to take care of whatever I could in business, looking for a new place to move to with no help from anybody. Sweating like a dog in 100-degree weather. And can't find any support or help. As a presidential candidate for more than a year and a half, it's just been nothing but persecution and total ignoring, oblivious to whether I exist or not, and all the damages that I've gone through and am still going through, and the deadlines I'm forced to meet, but yet the Obama and Rodney and all the other presidential candidates wouldn't meet my deadlines to debate me. I thought I'd first... I gotta sit down right here. I thought I'd first address some issues here, which probably you're aware of. You notice, you got the Colorado shooting, and it was big news, and Ferguson said something about it. Everybody was saying something about it. The news just concentrated heavy on that. Then the guy in Maryland got arrested for making threats. And then this guy gets arrested for making the then death plot emails found. This teacher. Remember 3 days ago, I can't remember whether I said it first or he said it first. Before I knew this guy even existed, I had made reference to someday maybe moving to Monte Carlo so I can get away, or New Zealand to get away from these people where I can live with the Rainiers I mentioned. Interesting coincidence that this guy's first name happens to be Rainier. Not a coincidence. Rainier Rinside. I guess that's how pronounced. Santa Ana Central Jail, charged with arson, and teaches in the Department of Pharmaceutical Science, where his son was 14-year-old son was mistreated and had hanged himself 4 months earlier. Now that made it to the late extra news, as you can see this in the Los Angeles Times. And interesting how this makes the front page, but this other thing, and it's here it's a comment about the recession sent kids back into the nest, living with their parents. Here, an FBI agent's body is found in Burbank, off of Scott Road. Good riddance. They ignored my plights when I told them my civil rights were being violated. And I do mean that. Who else here? 30-day sentence in Army suicide case. This guy named Adam Holcomb drugged an Asian private named Danny Chen, a 19-year-old, abused him with abuseful ethnic slurs before, that he endured before committing suicide in Afghanistan on October 3rd. They court-martialed this guy, Sergeant Adam Holcomb, demoted him, and sentenced him to maximum 2 years in prison with a dishonorable discharge. What they would have given him, but they didn't give him that. Instead, they gave him a prison term and demoted him to specialist for assault and mistreating a private, who eventually killed himself. He supposedly maltreated him, Mr. Chen, Private Chen, because he dragged him across a rocky path, bloodying his back, and for calling him Dragon Lady and other slurs. Now, it seems to me that this should be what the media is really concentrated on. I haven't heard it on the regular TV news. What else is up here? Beefing up web security. Pakistani license for vengeance. Oh, there it is. Remember the prediction I made? A structural shadow over India. all the whole area, the eastern grid, northern grid that went out of electricity after I had mentioned the day the earth stood still and how this society's treating me like Klaatu was treated in the movie, and all this dead silence and electricity happens in the movie, and I make reference to it, and I made reference to the Gandhi movie in India. Not a coincidence. That was an on-purpose prediction, a cryptic prediction, like the Riddler would give Batman, similar to the Joker incident at the Aurora, Colorado Theater, the Century Theater. Then I believe I picked up another news clip here that says, it looks like I think that was the one that I found up there. There was another mention here that that makes honorable mention. Oh yeah, the crisis is growing in Apelco. Now that gets pretty much a big page right under Pakistani license for revenge. I missed it. A Syrian boy jumps off wrecked military vehicles in a town of Atarab, 15 miles east of Aleppo, which endured another day of shelling, street battles, and reported chafing from helicopter gunships. Now, you know, the government always does these investigations when they bust these people on money laundering. Where would the source of money come from? We're going to trace all the sources back of the money and find the culprit where this started with. But they never go back and search. Who's responsible for selling them those Italic helicopters? Who's responsible for selling them all those tanks? Was it Russia? Was it England? Was it a combination of Germany, France, and the United States? No, they don't do any reverse investigation of finding out where the source of all this battlefield equipment came from. And since it's responsible for the deaths of so many innocent people, we should find out who's responsible for that. Yet we hold Adam? Is it Adam? No. James, I call him Jesse James Holmes. His name's not Jesse, but I just put it there. For shooting up the theater of people that are supposedly innocent. But how can you be innocent when you've paid tax dollars to the federal government where 75% of your taxes goes to the military and they use it and say oops all the time every time there's a friendly fire incident and it kills an innocent man, woman, or a whole slew of relatives? Where is the consistent symmetry in morals? Listen to that word, consistent symmetry in morals. We're not talking religion. We're just talking about honest, sincere, compassionate morals. No, you don't have any. And that's why I say, in all those past clips of all the videos, the media totally ignores me. And that's why I've made all those racial comments. Once a person has a big name like Tiger Woods, gets caught with another woman, whoop-de-doo. Adultery's been going on even before God laid down his 10 commandments. So, whoa, excuse me, what, I'm going to make a mountain out of molehill? Only because he's Tiger Woods. And only because people are brainwashed into believing that they're innocent of any wrongdoing, paying their taxes and killing innocent children abroad. No, you had no right to attack Tiger Woods, nor did you have a right to attack Pee Wee Herman, nor did you have a right to attack any of these people. And wash their underwear out in the public people, the very same public. This is guilty, worse than guilty, or equally as guilty as Clinton paying taxes, Tiger Woods paying taxes, all of you contributing collectively to the death of innocent people in other countries just to put gas in your tanks and electricity, keep it running, and all that crap. It's crap. Man, you have no moral symmetry. None. You never have. You have selective moral symmetry. That means you choose when to be moral. And then you convince or brainwash the public through your controlled media to believe a certain way. I got to check my thing here. All right, so we're into 9 minutes here, and my friend, he looks like he's really, enjoying this, Are you enjoying this? Yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. Wow, this is really great. So anyway, So, you know, and then let me pick up this psychology book. Psychology. When I talk about, you know, politicians being intelligent, it isn't just academically that they're supposed to be intelligent. In this book, this is just Measuring and Examining Human Diversity. And it's called Psychology, 2nd edition by Carol Wade and Carol Travis. And it's a student book, probably college edition or high school. And it's published 1990, but it still doesn't matter. It talks about here, intelligence is more than what IQ test measures. A rock star could have musical intelligence. A surveyor has spatial intelligence. And a compassionate friend has social intelligence. Now, and then that could be connected to emotional intelligence. So there's all kinds of intelligences out there. But which intelligence matters the most to rebuild a country from its haphazard way that it conducts its laws, that it applies its prejudicial attacks on innocent people like me, who's never done any real big harm, but sits there and judges me and attacks me over and over until I'm flat out down and out, and then nobody's around to help. See, I'm one of those guys that I'm like a hot rock. I'm too hot to handle. Nobody wants to interview me. Nobody is going to give me national attention. No one is going to focus any of that on me because you people want it to be, these people that are controlling all of this, want it to be exactly the way it is. You're not ready for any kind of change. You don't want any. Today, I've had no views except one out of the 3 early videos, where one I was cut off prematurely at 14 minutes. And that's why I'm watching this thing here very closely. And what surprises me, it doesn't surprise me, excuse me, it's the 1st of August and everybody probably, a lot of people have gotten paid. A lot of people on disability have had their money given to them. And they're off traipsing around with plenty to do because they have money to spend. The money you're spending has the name of God on it. And if you remember correctly,